Welcome back. First, all that fantastic music. Now, how about a fabulous dance performance? Let me take you to the Music Academy right away for the Leshal Festival. The graceful gopis, the dynamic drummers, and the melodious music transported the audience at the Music Academy to the distant hills of Manipur. Manipur, which means jewel of the land, also boasts of rich artistic and cultural treasures. Thanks to the 3-day Leshal Festival organized by the Kalakshetra Foundation, which also featured the ritualistic dances of Manipur, we Chennaiites got to be dazzled by them.
Yeah, as far as Kalakshetra is concerned, this is really not the first time. Kalakshetra has always demonstrated a very keen commitment as far as the Northeast is concerned. Previously, we've had performances in Chennai where we brought eminent artists from the Northeast, and also we've had scholarship programs for students from the Northeast. So this time, we just made it a little more beautiful. We gave it a nice name. We had representations from different parts of the Northeast. Like yesterday we had a beautiful choral work by Nagaland Singing Ambassadors. Today is Jawaharlal Nehru Manipur Dance Academy who would be performing for us. And tomorrow we have a play in Assamese which is called the Jatra. And we just try to bring in a variety because somehow cultural exchanges with the Northeast seem extremely rare, especially here in South India.
The event took place under the aegis of the prestigious Jawaharlal Nehru Manipur Dance Academy, or JNMDA as it's more popularly known. The evening's recital began with Lai Haroba, a ritualistic piece that depicts creation. Two graceful dancers in traditional Manipuri attire glided and twirled ever so gracefully on stage, their feather-like moves in perfect rhythm to the lilting beats of the dhol and the soft, tender notes of the pena, a traditional violin-like instrument from Manipur. It was an experience of contrasts. The dancers' undulating moves and the energetic beats of the drummers on their pungs, as the drums are called. It was a harmonious marriage of tranquility and energy, serenity and intensity.
Indian culture and the Manipuri practical culture, it is mixed together there. So that's why even in this holy festival we are using lots of color there in the costume especially. And the next we are presenting you one composition Manipuri classical dance, especially we are making for this festival. But I think at first time it's supposed to give the name, it is called Nachom. But they have already changed Laichal. Nachom and Laichal, it is same meaning. So this Nachom is a very beautiful and it is a kind of ornament for the ladies. They are putting their ear, different kind of flower.
The efforts of the Kalakshetra Foundation have helped propagate the rich culture of the Northeast in the previous such festivals they've organized. Lokendra Jit Singh has a special connection with Chennai, and here's why.
time we are doing Lai Haraba Festival. Lai Haraba Festival is a season festival. For every locality, we have a place. All the gods and the goddesses are there. We pray there. And all the local people, all boys, girls, all men and women, they have to join together there. They have to dance all together. And next we are doing Dhol Dholok Cholom. Especially Dhol Dholok Cholom we are using in Holi festival. So just finished our Holi festival. This is the Indian culture. And Indian culture and the Manipuri practical culture, it is mixed.
How fortunate we are to be living in a city where the very air breathes art and culture. And now we have another wonderful space in the city where the arts can flourish further. The Goethe Institute's new auditorium. We attended its inauguration. The legendary American architect Frank Lloyd Wright famously said, "Space is the breath of art." From the time the Goethe Institute in Chennai opened their doors in 1960 to the learning of the German language, they made sure they always set aside ample space for the practice of the arts. The opening of a new auditorium at their Rutland Gate Centre is a further widening of the hallowed space where creativity will flourish. The inauguration ceremony was well attended with dignitaries, teachers, students and well-wishers. Chief guest at the function, Editor-in-Chief of The Hindu, Mr. N. Ram, spoke about the firm partnership The Hindu has with the Institute.
The Goethe Institute or Max Miller Bhavan is a very special institution because it's got the breadth and depth of its interests in various fields of arts, culture, literature and also journalism is remarkable. I don't know of any other institution established by people from abroad which has so relevantly interacted with us. Apart from culture, you have journalists coming in, we have lots of interactions and it's a very, very open-minded, progressive organization.
The guests were regaled by a splendid performance by jazz composer and pianist Madhav Chari. Karl Peschacek, director of the Goethe Institute since February 2010, spoke about the challenges of completing the auditorium's construction. His beaming smile belied all the hard work and the long wait he and his staff endured to see the dream of their pet project come true.
When I came in here last year, it was in February 2010, I was asked by my people in Munich, to take care of this building, especially to this auditorium, which should have been finished by April last year, because of our 50th anniversary of the Max Miller Bhavan in Chennai. And when I came here, it hasn't already started, the works, and so I thought, what shall we do in this very short period? And I tried very hard to get the people on board, but it didn't work out as when it comes to a collaboration between two great bureaucracies, the Indian one and the German ones, you know what happens. It cost you a lot of time, but in the end we made it, and it's quite nice. It was quite a hard work. It ended only this morning by 10 o'clock or so. The last things which should have been fixed in, and we are very happy that we have this auditorium now. And we hope we will find a lot of people to come here to enjoy our projects, our music and our exhibitions and the like.
And for Axel Saurer, Acting Consul General, the completion of the auditorium is the nicest farewell gift to him and his wife Karen as they prepare to leave Chennai and return to Berlin.
This evening has been a long time coming. It's taken about 5 years until this auditorium was finished. The building has been here for a long time. The Goethe Institute has been working out of it, but for some reason this auditorium just never really got off the ground. Finally tonight we've been able to inaugurate it, and as you just heard, with a wonderful musical performance by Madhav Chari. Music is just superb. He can play and talk and just mesmerize the audience. It was just an hour that just flew by, and luckily the acoustics were good. He enjoyed it, we enjoyed it, and I'm pretty sure this auditorium is going to see quite a few more years of wonderful performances, not just Madhav Chari, others as well, and we're very happy to have this here.
Great acoustics, a sense of airy space, intimate yet expansive, the Goethe Institute's new auditorium holds endless possibilities for performances and events. Absolutely. It's always exciting to have new performance spaces, yes? And knowing the Goethe Institute, they will host a wide range of interesting events there. I, for one, will look forward to them. And finally, marvel at the talents of the multifaceted students at the Caliber Academy.